I'm gonna do it.
Alright, looks like we're live. Quickly change the screen. Apologies. I also realised you can't hear Harry while the screen's changing, which is interesting. But didn't say anything this time, so you didn't miss
It's
out.
scheduled for now. It's
Yeah, because it is now.
It is.
I assume the notification on my
I can hear
phone
myself.
was, yeah, but
Oh,
it's when it
yeah,
when it black screens.
How do you fix that?
Fix what?
Can you hear me now? And you can hear me.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, it's fine. It's just because while I'm changing the HDMI's, it just does a bit of fun time. Right, get it.
Right, so we're good.
Welcome
Game time.
to our double warning mission extravaganza.
It's called the train plane.
Pain train. It's actually.
Here comes the pain train, baby.
I think it's been a while since we last done one. Just last.
I don't think we did one last week.
Last week it was due to the thingy being delayed. The workshop.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, but we're not doing them on Wednesday anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Wednesday is a break / sub slot, as in it literally just if the Overclock workshop gets delayed. It goes on Wednesday.
Yeah. Point is, yeah, I'm going to be doing these streams today and now. Which
Yeah, we're attempting a more consistent schedule. Which will be
we have
pretty
been
soon.
for the last.
Sabotage.
Well,
no.
ever.
I mean streaming schedule.
Yeah.
Of about 2 streams a week. It's the goal.
Some of it literally. This
Honestly,
is mainly
I'd
just us
say you.
play. And then
Yeah,
the other
most
one.
difficult stuff possible.
Yeah, but it already varies in difficulty. And then the other one
Oh,
will
it does,
be
I mean-
more like challenge based. So.
Well, it really doesn't matter what it is. If it's like a a minimum size egg hunt, it really is just easy. It doesn't really matter what the conditions are because you can just do it so quickly. It doesn't matter what the problem. Right, what are you running?
Cryo thing.
Fair dues, fair dues.
Right, first we have some fun little swarms, aren't we?
Oh yeah, I'm using
These two are
neurotoxin
actually-
payload and the mole.
These two are actually pretty bad things to have on elimination.
Well,
Assuming they do continue spawning while fighting, right?
oh right, those guys. Well, exploders not so much. I'd actually say swarm is more of a problem, but at the same time, if they spawn relatively at the same time, then they're not. Can't take care of themselves. Also, I've got neurotoxin, which is just. Right, I'm sorry, but like it's like push the robots aside. Neurotoxin is the most powerful thing in the game. Like by a lot, I think. It's really crazy. It's even good against dreadnoughts as long as you're pretty decent at avoiding their attacks. You can still put a lot of bullets into them and keep them neurotoxin very easily, so you can still do consistent damage.
Yeah.
Just because they're tanky doesn't mean neurotoxin's bad against them. Which I feel like people consider probably its only weakness, but I wouldn't consider it a weakness. Neurotoxin has no weaknesses apart from things that it can't affect, which is just... It is a pretty big faction. The robots are actually the second biggest, species, I think. I think there's more robot types than Mactera.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to decimate this nexus? As in,
Oh.
I'll go behind here. You freeze it.
Frozen.
That was amazing. Well, actually, no, that's fine. It's a good amount of damage. What am I saying? Still. This cluster bomb. So yeah, we do have a very slight bit of news, depopulated. And I mean, it's slight in the most neutral way possible. It's not really news, it's just they're back to work. We know that. And I guess to me it's sort of somewhat news because it's like We didn't necessarily know when. We knew it'd be August, but the 1st of August, they're right back to it. It's like, oh, that's
So
nice.
it really is like an official July is like it kind of thing.
That's it. That's all they get.
Pretty much. I mean,
Also, Will to Kills, you're out there. Anyway, we got a Detanatoid.
I thought it had some fun time. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Frozen. Yay. Oh shit. Didn't.
Oh, damn it.
Uh oh.
Are you okay? Right, I'm just gonna unload.
Is he following me down my little hole?
Yeah. Yeah, he wants you.
It's a bit of a dick move. I'm out.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pure freeze build.
Is it like how pure? Did you even not take the ammo mods at all? Like it's just all freeze
I
everywhere.
might have taken the ammo.
Because isn't that like bad? Isn't it actually like
freeze
probably not a
first
good
one,
idea
and
to-
then
yeah,
two
yeah, that
ammo,
one definitely.
and
But
then
like the one where it adds like
probably-
150 ammo or something. That's
Yeah,
like,
I
if you
think I
take that
picked that.
off freezing power.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
because
bad to take the freezing power in that
you
one.
don't-
It must be less. It feels less
especially
efficient overall.
if you got tuned cooler, which is what this is. You don't really need more freeze.
Oh shit!
What's up?
Anyway, that no, I didn't think I was close enough to that uranium for it to hurt me and knock me off the zip line. But what was?
God, there's a lot of lights on here now. Thank fuck not flying in this room.
Oh yeah, it's only 2 dreadnoughts. That is pretty nice actually. Even though the caves are exactly the same.
Oh gee.
Poor guy. Whoa! Get the fuck out of here. Right, I need that to go. Oh, that was easy.
Alright.
Just shot it a few times.
Oh,
Ah, there's something holding my leg.
it's me. It's me,
It's
Austin.
you.
Not quite sure.
I'm supposed to understand that.
I think considering how WWE isn't exactly the most popular thing in the world, it is pretty referenced.
I like Vince McMahon. He's a really nice man.
Why do I get this?
He's not. I'm
feeling?
pretty sure he left. Like he was like the CEO or
Yeah.
the spokesman. I think he left because of some scandal and like allegations.
It's not that surprising.
No, I think like when you get to a certain level of like power and fame and wealth, you just become like
Well,
bad.
Yeah,
Pedophile, probably.
and you know,
It's scary.
There's also as bad as, you know, if you're an old white man that's a head of a business, chances are, like,
Except Warren Buffett.
Warren
Oh my god, because a guy. Why do people join these missions?
I don't know, pain.
But I will say, he's a legendary free scout. Oh! I hope that means he disconnected and he's going to try and rejoin. I don't see why he would just leave. I don't see what he could have, like, unless he wants to, like, carry Greenbeard. But why would he expect? Okay,
Oh my god, what
that's
the
the mole.
fuck?
That's the mole, baby. Oh, I missed that one. The power of the mole.
A miner is on the way to join you.
Alright, nice. Stuff, good stuff. Pardon me. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, so alongside the mere announcement that they're getting back to work, there was a clip, which they confirmed was an old clip, completely unrelated to Season 3. But the guy, I think it's Jacob, who runs the Twitter, and he said that he's going to have to harass the guys to try and get some stuff from Season 3 to share. But it was still a weird clip, because it's obviously, because people are crazy, they sort of extrapolate things from it. It was literally just someone like firing Fat Boy upwards. He fires 2 shots in a row, and the first shot opens up enough space above him for the second shot to come back down. And obviously it's either a mod or just some kind of dev tool, but obviously like he fired 2 shots in a row as if like he had more than one shot in the magazine on a grenade launcher, and so people picked up on that. So, oh, what's this? Why I did more than one shot? Nothing. It means nothing. Stupid. But yeah, we should start getting actual news instead. Well, not actual news, teasers fairly soon, which is pretty cool.
Well, right. What we got like the gun teasers pretty early on, didn't we?
It's I think I established it was roughly a 2-month.
Yeah, and they started doing the
when they
gameplay
start.
teasers after the guns, right? So chances are
yeah.
we're gonna learn about the grenades early.
Yeah, that's right.
And considering how many
move!
I was moving. Considering how many like grenades there are, we might have like 1 per week for like, because I mean, imagine, you know, it would be much, but it would be something every week.
Well, that's going to be interesting. Because I definitely want to see how they're going to handle that in terms, because we're going off the assumption that it's at least 2 per class, which means that that's already the same number of items as for each class as Season 1 and 2 combined.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to handle it in terms of teasers. Would they reveal both grenades or all grenades to the same class in one teaser, or would it be spread out? At what point will we know how many there are for each class? Will they do like a whole batch at a time? I don't know.
I think the batch one makes the most sense, but I feel like, you know.
Well, yeah, because it's Leicester Showcase. I reckon I could perceive like a teaser, like, you know, like the weapon teasers, like the mini teaser trailers for the weapons. I can see it being like, if it's 2 or 3, with like for each class, like the teaser would be for all the grenades for the class, and it would cycle through them, and there'd be like footage of them throwing each grenade in the same video. Right. Don't know about the other guys. Oh, okay. Oh! Yeah, we do. Careful. Watch yourself, buddy. Right, you, my friend, need sugar.
I'm fine.
You're
Realistically,
fine.
you don't need a resupply, but settle with sugar, but there's nothing around.
There's 2 dreadnoughts. We've got enough for 3 supplies.
That's almost blinding.
Yeah, it's really, radiation is bright, as the old saying goes. Alright, if you've got excess satchels, drop one on the cocoon, perhaps, and then that can start it that way, at your leisure. Oh, I thought you were going to grab the resupply first.
I need to grab 2 satchels. Well, I get 2 satchels. Fuck you.
That's actually hilarious. Right, take it down. He's coming after you. He's coming up.
Oh, I got some yeah,
Pheromones, yeah. Oh, this one. This is pretty goofy.
literally not outshotted him for so long.
Damn. Bullied.
Behind you.
Thank you. Behind you. Ooh!
Fortress with legs.
I mean, Vince McMahon. Oh! What the shit?
I hate those orbs.
Right, how close are you to the resupply?
Yeah, vaguely.
Because I'm gonna recharge my shield and then put it in on you and the resupply, ideally. Unless they can get you up somehow.
I just killed 3 sentinels.
That's more than one.
Yup.
Yup, Chuck. Come on, get back on your feet. Tell you what, man, swarmers are pretty good at swarming. Do he?
Not a lot.
Radiating. Now, how am I meant to use mole when it's in my face? I don't need to.
Oh,
Just kill it.
thank you, engineer.
What do you do?
I was about to freeze
Block
it and
something.
he fucking heat grenaded it.
Heat grenade.
You know what I mean? Grenade launcher, heat mod, called it down.
Yeah. No,
Warmed
there was
it
no.
up.
No. I just thought it was interesting, not incorrect. I don't think. It's a correct. That's a fine way of referring to it.
Not allowed.
I just repeat things that I find interesting.
I don't. I forget
'Cause
things
I'm a-
that I find interesting.
Because I'm a gummy-lipped loser. I'm a flabbermouth.
I miss.
Told you, Dave. I never lose. I mean, there's a hoarder. A hoarder. Okay. I know what to do.
Get him!
Oh, Mal didn't seem to do too much to him.
I don't know about that. I don't think anyone else could have done as much damage as he had taken.
No, I think the engineer did.
Wait, did he actually
He's
drop
just
the
hyper
stuff when the
propellant.
scout grabbed it?
Oh, I can see the scout right there.
Oh, machine gun.
Oh, you mosh on the front.
I think all of his loot might just teleport.
Damn, that's crazy. How?
I think there's a swarm, right?
Oh, he didn't die to
Um,
me.
For you to kill him.
I can do that so well.
Hang away.
Kind of crazy.
That's why I'm not actually fond of people running neurotoxin.
No, the problem is, I don't know if I think it should be nerfed. I wouldn't say buffed either. I do wish you could use the robots. I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing, but the reason I wouldn't want it to be nerfed is because I think with the playstyle being not very interesting, if it was weaker, it would probably feel even more boring.
Yeah, but I feel like games shouldn't reinforce, or games shouldn't use boring playstyles as balancing for being strong.
I don't think that's really what they're doing. It's just an exception.
No, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's
not wrong.
very strong, right?
Oh yeah, I don't like using it most of the time. It's because like the Thunderhead's overclocks aren't that extreme. They're all good. Neurotoxin is the most transformative one though. But just also I don't know what to use it because I think the Thunderhead is probably one of the best, if not the best weapon in the game without Neurotoxin even. Yeah, I've had this opinion consolidated more and more recently.
Well, I don't know. I think I don't know. I mean,
Well, you're going to want to know eventually.
Oh, it's a fella and some fellas.
A fart smeller. It's two! Just focus on the one that I marked. See, I don't know if it will kill the other one if it dies while frozen. No, it won't, because that explosion doesn't even deal damage, I don't think.
Alright, I'll rephrase it.
Alright. Well, I don't know if it's actually going to hit the other one anyway. Well, it did, like, nothing.
There was a thing that I saw where a guy, there was like a axe glitch thing where you could like throw axes obscenely quick, and that was like, oh my god, it's amazing, because you could literally in the time that they're frozen you'd probably kill it easily. But I read the comments and apparently it's been patched like somewhat recently, and that's saddened me a lot.
Much like when they patched Reatomizer to, instead of being useless and fun, it's now just useless.
Yeah.
Although I still really want to get that on the mystery box. Neurotoxin Reatomizer. It became especially useless when for some, like, I consider Reatomizer a genuine misstep. Like, as in it's not like a fuck up, but only because it's a clean overclock. Because it's technically not making the weapon worse. But for some reason, they decided to make it so they couldn't transfer fire or frozen to that effect.
What? So it's only used for like neurotoxin then?
For Gunner himself, yeah, I think it applies to stun and fear as well though.
Yeah, but good luck charging up an atomizer while they're
really,
in
the
effect.
point was, it wasn't even the fire necessarily. The point was, what it was so good for was using it like cryo. Or I assume, well actually, this is something I kind of want to try actually, which is like with the explosive chemical bolts. That could work. I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't. Because it should. That's how it works. Because as far as I know, the only status effects that are blacklisted for Reatomizer is on fire, frozen, and warden's buff, apparently.
And
so it should work with explosive. Yeah.
Speed.
So it should work with explosive chemical rounds. I think it would work well with. There's a couple things I want to try with it. Like gamma contamination would be cool. Where the status effect is like an AoE damage over time on a single enemy. If you could transfer that to a lot of enemies at once, that'd be kind of cool. I want to try it. Same with explosive chemical rounds, and just corrosion in general would be good with. It's just with the way that it works, the fact it's so linear,
Yeah.
it just makes it hard to actually transfer it to a meaningful number of enemies. Which is why I think Reatomize would be better suited to literally anything else. Like a grenade. I don't think that's a half-bad idea. I think for driller or gunner, no, not driller or gunner, driller or scout, that could actually be a good option.
Wait, who's
Potentially. Driller or scout.
No,
For a Reatomize. Why not?
because they're
They'll be too good.
no, because they're the ones that already distribute the status effects. So they don't need help doing that.
Well,
It would be an engineer, really, because he's the only one that, to be honest, kind of struggles at
I wouldn't.
distributing
If it was
status.
engineer, I don't disagree entirely. But I wouldn't want it as a grenade. I almost like the idea of it as like a. Well, I like the idea of specifically because the shard diffractor has an one of its 15 mods is it deals more damage to electrocuted enemies. I almost like the idea of changing that to be where it actually just spreads electrocution to everything that it hits. From hitting an electrocuted enemy in the first place, so you need an electrocuted enemy to do it. It would like spread it. I don't know if that's too strong though. Still.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, I forgot that would happen. I mean, I knew it would happen, but I forgot. As in, I thought about it within this mission, but I just forgot that it was going to happen. He's going to be pretty slow.
I'll be honest, wasn't paying attention. I could just hear the hordes caning on me from behind, and I was a little distracted.
The horde. Coming
I
after
hate
you.
everyone and everything ever. You'll notice that I'm nowhere near the explosion. Probably just because it hit me mid-air and I just got my body got supply. Point is,
It did hit you down.
Did I hit him?
What in God's name? I don't know. It didn't even sound like it went off. That was really weird.
What?
What? What?
I was in the shield!
Yeah, but what was it?
Just a single exploder
Oh.
that I wasn't that close to because I was trying to be in the middle of the shield because they were completely surrounding me. Alright, well I don't have any ammo, so gonna make my way to the ammo place. And while I'm at it, the health place. Get out of my way, gold.
Alright, which one? I'll put a... Actually not, fuck it. Start moving towards this resupply.
Hey.
Just mark it in case anyone else wants to take one.
Well, there goes the fucking health I just gained. Who nerfed shields?
No!
I don't feel as flat invincible as used to.
If an attack can occur in the shield, it will still be at full strength. It's just, it stops things getting to you. But obviously a dreadnought standing outside, its AoE is inside the shield. So... Ooh.
If you're wondering if you're listening to the podcast what we mean by jank, that, I mean I probably would have died anyway, but the fact that he shot a fucking explosion out of the side of his body is a bit dumb.
Bit gay. Bit loserish. Bit totes not cool. Oh look at that.
Ah shit. Ah shit, fuck it. Huh? Ah! Oh, you can go kill yourself. As in, you should. You've always jumped death. No, he's not after me. That's pleasant. Oh.
That engineer does not want you to freeze things.
Kidding.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't know how I didn't notice the radiation. But I didn't.
Then what did it hit you like all stacked?
Yeah!
Damn.
My shield didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
On for health.
Yeah, we're going.
Hooray.
I don't know why you feel the need to bury the drop pod. The drop pod, the supply pod. But, you know, go off, I guess.
It's one of those things. People just do that. They don't know why, so they don't know when they shouldn't, so they just always do it.
It's one of the. It's a ritual that has by far the least basis out of like any of them. Like, a lot of others are based on voice lines. Actually, it's kind of weird, but it's the case. So they have basis. That is based on syncing them so they don't take up as much space, but only in like particular scenarios. Also, I'm just going to follow the mule. I mean, I guess you could just drill to but I'm a smart man. Actually, no, I'm a dumbass. I'm a sheep.
I didn't feel like doing this stuff. This is a lot easier for me mentally. Oh. Yeah, fuck.
Gefuge. Get funky. Bam 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 bam.
Wait, I shouldn't say.
What?
Not allowed. Illegal. Banned. Other words that mean those things.
Slowly burning, white fangs and flashing eyes. We can sing, it's fine.
I was, sometimes I just get sick of listening to music that I listen to.
I don't.
Okay. So I was kind of just, I was like, Spotify was like, oh, here are genres you like, and so I clicked on them, and it was like top, like, or things that like represent the
Top
genre.
Gun.
And apparently rock is like one of my main ones. And I'm like, okay, can't put a finger on any of the songs I listen to that's that. And I listened to like This Is Rock, and all of them I fucking hated. Except one that I think I could tolerate. It might grow on me after I listen to it a couple of times. So I added it to a playlist that's basically that. And moved on. And there was like pop, and I'm like, hey, I'm not fucking listening to that. But eventually I kind of got sick of that shit. And I went on YouTube, and I saw your thing. It was like, I think the Demon Whip by some other. And I was like, fuck it, I'll listen to that. And why do like, because I asked you what they like were, but like, why do like metal songs or classic quote unquote have like intros to their songs?
It's a good point.
Like it's a fucking movie. Like, there's not. It's just like too old to have music videos, right?
No.
Is that what it is?
What do you mean too old to have music videos? Yeah, probably. Um, I couldn't give you a reason why. Sometimes they have certain significance. If the song's referencing something, the intro might be more specific to that. But in the case of that song, it's literally just like the first like section, the lyrics, but just performed differently. Right, Swarmageddon, Lethal Enemies. Oh.
That sounds fun.
Oh.
There was also a I don't know. It might have been that one, but it might have just been a different one. Because at that point I was listening to Dio, because you know you went shut about it. But like there was a song where there was like this guitar riff thing at the end of it, and it legitimately hurt my ears. Like just straight up, like because it was like so old, so sharp, and it just actually hurt to listen to. And I think it was one of his, because I literally just clicked on like the top songs of like I guess the most listened to.
That must be your stupid ears, unless it was any song from Strange Highways.
It was a different thumbnail than the other ones, and it had like deluxe edition written at the bottom of it, I think. But yeah, it legitimately hurt my ears, the sound that it will make, which is probably a compliment for metalheads, I would imagine.
No,
that's what they're going for.
I don't. That's it's weird. What? Oh, I actually thought. Hold on, I feel like I haven't heard this line before.
Yeah,
I have.
That never rang a bell.
Anyway, I'm just figuring out how to prepare myself for this. I can't.
Do the same thing, hope it works better this time. That's normally what I do.
Well, Neurotoxin would be the best, but that's just...
Looks like someone's an Axis Chronos fan.
Get on board. We're
What?
about to leave.
Well, this guy's scowl looks a lot like Fella's. I think
I
it's
don't know
Axis
if that
Chronos.
translates.
Or it might be someone else. The speedrunning fella.
I think I'll take... These speedruns, you step in. No one looks like him, though. He's got a biker helmet wrapped with the American flag. Why have we not had Red Rock Blasters? Oh, they did. I didn't take one, though.
Yeah. Because we're just simply too rad for you, huh?
Rocket stone.
Uh-huh.
Snake on.
Shrek song, Shrek song, Shrek song, Shrek song.
It's not from Shrek.
Sure it is.
Is it? I shouldn't say that.
I think
don't
it's
know
Shrek 2
very well.
actually.
I'm not a Shrekman.
Shrek's a bit like Kung Fu Panda, but actually he's quite similar
Worse,
to Kung Fu Panda.
because it's not Kung Fu Panda.
Well, Kung Fu Panda is like a very goofy movie that then takes itself quite seriously.
No, Tyler, that's another movie. A Goofy movie, that's not Kung Fu Panda, that's something else about Goofy.
I think I did actually watch that movie a very long time ago.
I didn't. I have
Well,
no intention.
There was a Buzz Lightyear solo movie that exists, and I can't find it, but I know that I watched it, and it.
What? No.
confuses me.
This is a false memory.
No.
Because no. I'll tell you why. There's three reasons why. The first reason is that you could be thinking. There's three reasons being three different things that it could have been. The first one is literally just the opening of Toy Story 2, where it's like framed as if it's a Buzz Lightyear movie, but it's actually them playing a video game.
No.
There's also been Buzz Lightyear TV shows. And maybe the Lightyear movie that came out this year gave you a false memory.
No, because it was a thing when Mitchell used to be in like nursery or whatever. I would kind of go there because Tom was working, and that's what we would watch. And I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, that to me tells me it probably was the cartoon, not an actual movie.
Maybe.
There was a proper Buzz Lightyear series. Well, I mean, I could look up Buzz Lightyear movie, but it's just going to show me Lightyear
Yeah.
from this year with Chris Evans and Taika Waititi.
Yeah, who currently is not on a ball. Taika went from being one of the...
That's because he made fun of the VFX in Love and Thunder after like all of the stuff came out about VFX artists at Marvel being like abused.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's put him in a pretty poor light for me personally. I think that's kind of, you know, distasteful.
I also this
Not
guy
necessarily
kept
malicious.
alluding to, but never actually stated. Well, no, I think it was stated. But the woman that plays Valkyrie, apparently she only really got the gig, or she's only really there because she's having sex with TT.
I don't think that's true.
Apparently, it probably is. My sources heard a guy make a reference to it.
It came to you in a dream. Most reliable source of all. You know what? This might be a weird opinion, but I think I'm actually most excited for Gunner's grenades.
I'm gonna
In a certain way, I just want to see if that how, because I'm just going to assume that it's going to be more interesting than we've already got.
I'm gonna make an even more unpopular opinion. I am not looking forward to the grenades. I don't really give a shit. I didn't really care about the guns. And I think the grenades are lesser to that extent. Oh god, something's detonated. Okay, not running over there, killing myself. I'm just looking forward to what they do with the actual like gameplay and stuff like that, and not just keep tacking on small little things that doesn't actually add that much. Like, cool, we have different ways of killing bugs, but I kind of want more bugs to kill and different places to kill them.
But you understand why there's actually a very good reason to prioritise one of those things over the other. One of those, they both create variety, technically, in the gameplay. One of them is just much less demanding. The game itself.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You're gonna die.
Why would I die?
And you, the engineer that's getting
What do you think, I'm bad or something?
stoned by us.
Don't.
Did you? No, I can actually still see him in the distance. I don't know how you can say
Got a hyper-propellant lover.
hyperpropellant's bad.
It is.
I've literally watched it come in clutch so many times from just this engineer.
I don't care. Also, it's not. I don't think it's really good for solo. I hold to that.
Which was a waste of my ammo. Oh, hello.
Well done. You're repaired.
Thank you, Mission Control.
What?
You said well done.
Hmm. For what? For me preparing a meal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're fine, gentlemen.
Okay.
I might have to take out a loot bug.
You're powering up. Good work.
Oh, it's the breeding ground.
Yeah, alright. I'd rather not with coronas.
It might actually be an idea to leave them. Where did you put that resupply? Is that you?
Nope. He put it near the uplink, but not in it.
Well, it doesn't need to be in it. It just needs to be near it.
Well, it is that.
Wow. Well, then it's totally cool.
Gotta wait for the recharge.
Oh, yeah, I did see quite the massive army approaching him. I guess we have to kill the shoebugs now. Shoebugs.
Oh, it is rather hot. Ah shit, sorry.
England is notorious for its hot climate.
Ah shit, I can say that. Oh, motherfucker.
I don't know how the scouts use that much ammo.
Scout.
Pure skill. Okay, I don't know why you felt the need to take the...
Swear to God, he just
Unit
put the
power up
unit
there.
power back.
Probably gonna drop it down again or some bullshit. Hope he's not watching.
It's fine, no one's watching.
I am. And I'm offended.
Secondary
God, what the-
completed. Now finish the job.
I find us grossly offensive.
That's because we're gross and offensive.
We rock. That's a EO song.
Nice.
Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed.
Probably applies to most
On the side of the
metal bands. Or rock bands? I don't know the difference between the genres, but I know that there is one.
Rock is very
But it gets real
cringy.
confusing. Can be. It's usually got more potential. No, they both have they both have the potential because metal can include like death metal, it's the screamo shit, but rock can also include like
What James listens to? Like 2000s.
3 Days Grace.
Like, you go die now.
So what if you can see the dark inside of me? No one can ever change this animal I have become.
Yeah, that stuff, and just general the rock is I don't know. Just music's weird. I think as long as it just sounds good, it doesn't fucking matter what it is. Which,
No, but you can still classify. You can still categorize things.
sure,
But
but I
not
think
for not to me, not for the purpose of what's good and what's not.
yeah,
It's just for the purpose of what falls into a specific
I think
type of music, because there are different types of music. But I don't think that shouldn't be an indicator of quality. And it's nightcore, which indicates it's bad.
Well, like it's just like if you just like someone say what's your favorite type of music, and you can just say that, and like it like no matter what song it is, as long as it's in the genre and you'll like it, you're fucking weird. I don't know, or you just have
Well,
like no taste.
that is weird, but I don't think that's what most people mean anymore whenever they say anything like that. I think someone's favourite genre is just whatever they tend to listen to the most. Doesn't mean they like
Hey, fuck off.
the whole, every song in the genre. I would say my favourite genre is metal, but I don't like most. I don't like most music by the people I like. Like, I think Dio, I think it's above half. I think actually, and it took a while because at first I didn't like most of the songs. My favourite genre of music is the Rock Galactic. I find it weird though when people like say things like soundtracks as a genre, specifically video games, where video games more often than not fit into specific genres
Yeah.
very often.
Like, I would take some of the best music I ever heard is music from like games, but I don't think any of them are of the same genre.
No,
I don't even-
soundtracks tend to be more of the same genre, like orchestral soundtracks, like movie soundtracks tend to be quite simple. But games specifically, I don't think that should be a genre. I don't think game soundtracks should be a genre. And I've even lumped in with soundtracks in general, but most
Well,
games go for a specific genre.
On Spotify, there's
Oh,
like
shit.
the games section where it's just a bunch of like songs that gamers listen to. So a bunch of shitty ass like rap songs, and then there is like actual gameplay like soundtracks. And there used to be a lot more, but I checked last night because it's a song I like, or his soundtrack, and that most of them are gone.
The game you like, you want to hear the soundtrack.
Well, yeah, like the only thing that I like, because I don't know, most of the time it is like one or two songs of a bunch will be good. But the only thing that I've considered like, yep, banger, 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 was like the soundtrack to Fury. That's like it. Which, if you heard that.
Yeah, unfortunately, some things by definition, like deep rock isn't all bangers, but that's kind of intentional. The ambient tracks aren't meant to be bangers.
Yeah.
This is a banger though. What you're currently listening to right now is actually the pinnacle of musical talent.
Done
It
by.
doesn't get better than
I
this.
always pictured that he was like young. Is he actually that young?
He is, well, he's Mickle's nephew, and Mickle's like in his 40s, I would say. I don't know, but so yeah, he's probably fairly young. I'd say in his early 30s, like at like oldest.
Right. I think also wasn't this like his first gig as well?
His first video game soundtrack. I don't know what he was doing before.
Yeah.
Nothing highbrow.
Oh, pues,
Fucking internet. It's not letting you do it.
thing is, if he waited, then the actual legitimate amount of damage he would do is fucking obscene.
Yeah. Because it would be the damage of like the direct hit,
And temperature shock.
like with frozen bonus, and temperature shock.
Yeah.
I don't think you even hit the weak point. What a dumb bumhole. What a silly bumhole.
You just don't like hyper propellant for it not.
No, I don't. Not good reason. Because I'm a solo player. Because that's why. It is bad for solo players. Especially on... Well, you can use it, but I think it's pretty bad solo if you're playing Hazard 5. Because that just knocks out the point of your secondary. And because of the way that is, there isn't a good substitute with your primary. Shard Factor, which you have a lot of ammo to work with, so you can use your primary for AoE, and it's not a terrible idea. So the Shard Factor, I like it a lot more than I did at first. Which applies to pretty much all of the new weapons. Except, I think the cooldown actually come down a little bit, actually. Because I liked it a lot at first, it's just like, it's sort of become not as interesting. It's not that interesting.
Well, it helps that they removed like one of the only fun parts about it.
No, well, fun is sort of a... No, I don't know if that's the right word. I mean, it was fun, but I think it's fun weapon. It's fun, not less fun than the others, really. Don't know what makes a weapon fun.
Enjoy using it.
It's the least fun weapon then.
Well, you probably call the
bird.
bird.
I guess lead spray exception. I guess.
I hate this guy so much.
Fuel cells at 50%. At least one of you has to remain by the charging fuel cell.
What? I'm literally in it.
One of us was down.
Right, but we were all in it.
I don't know.
Where is this? Who is this? Is that you? How could that be you?
Get into cover.
Did I do?
I don't know.
What did I
not
do
you.
this time?
It was a Praetorian. I got grazed by a spit from I have no fucking clue where. And it was, I think it was just a guy that should have been dead and also should have been far too far away, but just it wasn't.
Whoa! Back off, son. We just need it to go away. Until we're done.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, try and freeze it. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Woo!
Ah!
Oh. Yes, 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 yes!
Don't get me wrong, cryo cannon's good, but if you have a scout with a cryo grenade on your team, it does become god. Because then the issue of spending 100 of your ammo doing that fucker kind of gets significantly alleviated.
I will significantly alleviate you.
I mean, I do say that I'm not entirely interested in grades, but I am interested in what they will do to the game, because they do seem quite insignificant, but they are, you know, second only to behind the gun.
Well... No.
And plus, I just want to see what they do to the driller and scout grenade problem. Which I include.
You just want to
scout
see
in
if
there
something
now.
can knock. I think that's. It's
I think the situations are different, but it's still the
It's
same
true.
problem.
No. The problem exists, but I think it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not the same in terms of the actual technical side of things, balancing side of things. I think scouts grenades are more balanced than drillers, objectively, way more. Because the axe is just that far ahead. I don't think the grenade is that far ahead at all. It probably is ahead. I don't like it very much.
Well, it's
but
just
it is
ahead.
but
It's
not by a big margin.
It's ahead by because they all really do the same thing, as mentioned. They kind of slow down the enemy and allow you to do more damage. And the cryo grenade does that better than all of them, and does that far more conveniently than all of them.
Well, you can sort of use that to sort of establish why gunner and engineer are so much more balanced. Because driller, it's like... Anyway, we did it. Yay.
Well, I think
Driller, the other two don't serve a very significant purpose in his arsenal. You can find things to do high burst damage, but you don't have them right out the gate, which is why the axe, especially it being the first thing you have, it's sort of like taught to you as your like burst damage option, your high instances of damage. Essentially taught to you to be that. You have to get like quite far in with things like explosive reload and like thing containment field and like temperature shock on the wave cooker. Things that aren't immediately obvious or immediately obtainable that can serve that role. And the other two just serve purposes that are mostly useless for driller.
yeah, I think.
And then scout is that they'll do the same thing, but one is just, I guess, is just better. I don't know if I agree, but I guess that is the case.
Right, I wouldn't say it's just flat better. There's pros and cons, but really I think the pros and cons get outweighed by the sheer convenience from the cryo grenade, right? Like the IFG doesn't inherently kill or mean you do anything better, right? Like they can even still attack you. Like it's still good, but it doesn't feel it as much as the ice one. And the pheromones same kind of thing, but I think even a bit worse than the IFGs, in that you're not actually doing more damage. You just kind of get more. They actually deal damage to each other, so and it lasts for longer as well. But I don't know. I think the pheromones is probably the worst of the three, but it gets up a bit more because it is more convenient. It's quite similar to the cryo
unfortunately, even though they made them better, pheromones are probably the most redundant, in my opinion, now.
Yeah.
Because of pheromone bolts. If you want pheromones, you're probably going to be using the crossbow with pheromone darts.
Yeah.
Unless you're a dumbass.
I am.
Unless you're a stupid fool
I'm
with no taste.
I have no taste.
Like Tyler.
That's me. Wait, you can't say that. Only I'm allowed to insult myself.
Yes, can.
Okay.
Hello.
fine.
It me. Anyway, today, if anyone, I'm sure a few people watching probably know who Chris Raygun is. Today should be marked the release of his podcast, The Snark Tank. Should be the episode in which I got a question in. It should be there, where I do end up plugging the podcast, our podcast. Unfortunately, it would have been in the last episode, but it got delayed by a week.
Was it a flat plug
Whoa,
or was it
what was
more
that
the
drink?
deep rock one?
No, it was not a flat plug. It was not. I asked not two actual questions, one actual question, one joke question, and I said that I was partially inspired to do the podcast. I dropped the name in brackets there. It's partially inspired by this, which is true.
Yeah.
More recently, at least. I don't know why I was so enthused about doing a podcast before, because that's become my. I wasn't massively into podcasts before I found the Snark Tank.
Never listened to
And-
podcasts. Yeah, we always just
weird.
were just talking about how making one. It's funky. But yeah.
There's a lot of reasons why we didn't. One of which being we didn't necessarily believe in a general conversation podcast working. So thankfully Deep Rock came along.
Yeah, and then even then, we kind of wondered how you actually go about doing it. Is it Swarmageddon again? Holy fucking
Yeah.
shit, man. I'm getting sick of these little bastards.
It's drilling time. Driller gaming. Driller gaming. Ow. Oh, tunnel it. God dang it.
Another hoolie and all! This
Where
is
is he?
beginning to get ridiculous. I don't know, but he sounds yet. Okay, now he sounds gone.
I think he might be gone. He sounds gone. Speaking of hoolies, kind of. There's that thing. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was DLC Historian's most recent video. I told you about it, but I'm just. He found an unused creature in the files. As an unused meaning it was going to be a thing and now won't be. That's pretty much been the case for everything that is discussed. So there's no reason to expect this to be added. It was the Glyphic Queen hatchling, which was its placeholder model was like a small white warden. It would act like a hoolie, but I didn't think you had to engage it though for it to be engaged. But it was like neutral. It doesn't attack. It flees when it notices you, and if you let it flee without killing it, it summons a horde and has a high chance of summoning dreadnoughts even. But I saw pictures something like that being how we would encounter the queen. Like it would either be some grand event, season focus, or they would add it as like an like shadow add it as like an extremely rare event. I don't know which would be better.
Well, the
I
issue
think both
is...
have their merits. Obviously, the season thing would be better for them, and probably the wisest way
Which
to go
is
about
what
it.
they're not going to shadow anything nowadays, right? That's not what they're about anymore. They publicize and make big everything they add to the game.
And they do a good job, by the way. That's why I'm excited. You know, for teaser season, it's just they do a good job at hyping us up.
detected. Light 'em up, miners.
Almost too good. No, actually, I think I don't know.
There's a return.
I would like to say most of the time they meet their expectations, right? Like we're not overhyped by any means, but also I feel like I'm more hyped for the hype than the actual content itself.
Yeah, that's a different thing. I don't think that's specific to Deep Rock necessarily. It could be, but I don't think it's specific to anything that they're doing. Like, as in, you could maybe you only feel this way about Deep Rock, but I don't think it's because of what. I don't think that's what they're going for.
No. But well, I mean, it's the kind of thing where they don't leave anything to play the game to find out, really.
But it's a difficult case of what should they leave us to find out, because you find out pretty much everything as soon as you step into the game after an update. Most things. And I feel like they need to maybe they shouldn't show anything that isn't that. Anything that you can't immediately know is in the game just from being in the space rig. And if everything that isn't that, I feel like they probably shouldn't show. But then again, that would include the Nemesis, and they kind of needed to use the Nemesis to market Season 2.
Yeah.
So that's not really a valid way of doing things. But there's also no point, like, because you can, as soon as the updates, you have it, you can look at everything in the season pass and the cosmetic tree. You know, there's nothing wrong with them showing all that, because the surprise would be deflated so quickly. There's no way to hide stuff further along anyway.
It's like Christmas, though, right? Like, if you know what presents you're getting before the day, when you open the box, you're less surprised, right? That's just a fact. But if you have no idea what you're getting, even if opening the box doesn't take that much time, it's still better. It's still more.
This is why you're more hyped for the hype, though, and I think this is what they're doing on purpose. Is that we're almost getting the content before we're getting it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that works. I don't think it's the same as deflating the surprise. I don't think it would be any different. I don't think the level of surprise would be any different if we find it in game, or just through them showing us. For most of it, obviously, something like finding Nemesis in game, like finding out about it that way, would be pretty awesome. Which applied to Chris Raygun, by the way, because I was watching him play. He played on stream, which was really frustrating to watch, mainly for the tutorial. But it's sort of exposed. Maybe the tutorial's not great.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot.
I think there should also be an advanced tutorial, maybe even like a tutorial upon promotion. Right, it's still here.
Deposit, yeah, got the extra there.
I'm making a long-term deposit. But yeah, even though it was like on the title screen, they were surprised when they encountered. Like, they didn't know what the Nemesis was, like, as if they hadn't seen it before. I just find it with the people that things don't notice. Always, just like, what? How did you not? Ugh, why would you do that? That's horrible.
The thing
That's
is,
so
he
mean.
didn't fall. He was flying in midair and he just kind of hovered there, frozen.
Oh, I know something funny. Cave angels have got really goofy mouths.
Yeah? Aren't they like
Yeah.
stingrays?
Yeah, but they got goofy mouths. Tyler, I found your hexawing. It's bugging out.
I was nowhere near that.
Its wings are frozen and it's got no flying animation. But it's still just doing shit.
Oh yeah. Oh
Look
yeah.
at this guy.
That's him. That's the one.
There he is.
He's emphasized.
That reminds me of that. That reminds me of that thing where when Liam Neeson said that the horse recognised him from the previous film. And it's like Liam Neeson walks onto set and it's like the horse. There he is.
Secondary objective completed.
But that's possible. If he worked at it, like, I don't think it's not like a crazy thing.
Animals
I think a horse can remember a person. Yeah, absolutely. Elephants especially. Like that, like the elephants that killed that woman and then ruined her funeral. Did you hear about that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. I thought maybe just laughing at the idea, but it was quite a, like, well publicised story.
Yeah, because it's
And they
absolutely
go,
insane.
overturned the casket and like stomped her corpse into the ground.
Like, what the hell did she do to those elephants?
I know, that's the question, isn't it? Because they're such like nice creatures in a way. I mean, obviously you shouldn't really antagonise them or really go into their territory either. But,
Or approach them without them knowing, because they'll probably step on you. Which, unless you're into that would be quite painful. Actually,
What?
it's going to be painful even if you're into it. If you're into it, it's pleasurable? Question mark?
Pleasure and pain
I don't get that.
are interchangeable for some people.
They're not. Pain
Not
hurts,
interchangeable.
Pleasure
No, it's
doesn't.
specific sources of pain. It's to do with the idea. So I guess we're talking about fetishes that involve pain. And what it is, I think it's just the idea, and the pain becomes secondary. That they're so enticed by the idea, it sort of becomes replaced with pleasure. I don't know. Also, a bit weird thing to talk about. I don't think we have a child audience, though.
No. And I'm kind of glad we don't.
Okay. Okay.
Well, more often than not,
Okay.
children audiences are never really, like, preferable.
Oh no, I wouldn't want a child audience for so many reasons.
Like, it's fine if, you know, if you're watching this and you're a little shit, right? But, like, don't be a horde of little shits, because then that's what results in, like, YouTubers looking bad, you know what I mean? I don't like Mr. Beast as a whole, but, like, when your fans are just hordes of gremlins, Gherkinchuck, it just looks bad for everyone involved. I think Scout's trying to get to your Gherkinchuck.
Yeah, it's important. I don't blame him. He needs to see it.
Birkenstock here, if I'm not mistaken.
Hello? This is a Gherkinchuck. Anyway, you can go. You can leave. We should leave. We should go. The wave clonker.
That was pleasurable.
Brother, you have no idea how wide this lens is.
I assume pretty.
If I'm not mistaken. Birkenstock. I believe this is a Birkenstock.
Killed
I like
it.
how
Killed the Gherkinchuck.
wasn't there? I don't know. There's like some things that you can ping and it just doesn't do anything, but they specifically added voice lines for the Gherkinchuck.
Over here by the marker point.
Yeah.
Marker off.
Wall.
Yeah, it's like-
outs.
Well, everything has names, but it's like only specific features. I wouldn't call just like that kind of foliage a biome feature. I mean, kind of like those like
Why
leaves
doesn't
that are
it
like
say
platforms.
Look at the slag.
You slag! Bro, engineer, move! Oh dear.
I'm gonna. Never mind. Actually, no, never mind. Eee. Oh,
Oh,
right, we
thanks,
have
Molly,
thingy.
for almost killing me.
You're welcome.
I've got the anti-swarmer gun.
Yeah, so do I. It's called balls. I don't know what I mean by that. And for anyone at home.
That Trijaw had most of its health wiped out by my axe. It then got frozen, but while it was still frozen in the air, it got hit with a hyper-propellant shot.
Yeah, he's done that twice. Oh, I didn't realise who I was. Woo!
First of all, not worth using a hyper-propellant shot on a Trijaw. Unless you're in real danger.
Aren't you always in real danger if there's a Trijaw nearby?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the only thing. I mean, there's actually, I think the requirements have to be quite specific for it to be worth using a hyper-propellant shot on a Trijaw. I don't know how you're boxing with that armor on.
Thank you.
Also, I like that engineer look. I like it.
Tough.
What?
You're not allowed.
Oh. Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is lit.
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
Oh, I get a chance to respond.
GG's.
GG stands for Great Guzzling.
Grease, Gromit. That's what it stands for.
You've got COVID.
Oh. Well, everybody, this is the end of Harry. He's dead. Ooh, barrister. I should probably play more. Alright, now to go through every dwarf and just hover over it. Oh yeah, there we are. Oh, why is it white? Why is it white? Why is it white?
What? Why's what white?
Or the barrister. Why is it white? Why is the barrister white?
Oh, what shit? What are you saying?
Why is the barrister,
barrister?
locked white?
Because it's not real hair.
Sure, but why is it white?
I know.
Why? Why do they keep doing this? How do they keep getting away with this?
I don't mind the green balaclava. But that's like one of the only forced colour headgears. Only because it works with like a lot of gunner paint jobs.
Sure, but it would work with every paint job if it actually tied to it.
I know, no, I'm just saying, I don't think it's good
Yeah,
ever.
but
Except, well actually, no, sorry, there are specific ones, like that new helmet, like the sergeant helmet, like the army one, that kind of, that's more fair.
That
I'd say.
changes colour, doesn't it?
No, the new one, in the cosmetic tree.
Born to Drill.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
No, last minute repairs.
Oh, the broken one.
Yeah.
Do I even have that one? Oh.
Not
Oh, that looks
necessarily.
terrible. But I don't think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Point
basically,
is,
my opinion on this matter is that both should exist. Frankly, if they want something, if they want certain colours or something, at least give us the option for it to be not forced colours. If you want a specific colour scheme, that's fine. But I don't see the reason.
I
It
don't
does
like
strike me as a
the.
bit lazy as well, especially when there's so many of them. It does
Yeah,
strike me
I don't
slightly
like
lazy.
the sudden obsession with them, and I think they need to cut it out.
Right, what's this? Elite threat and low oxygen. Well, low oxygen we can't really build for.
Oh, no.
I guess veteran depository is the only thing that pairs with it. So I'm going to take that. And shield link actually, considering we'll be fairly close, so I imagine.
Come on, guys. Rock and stone.
Yes, my good man.
Also, I feel like
Cock
taking
and
tunnel rats again.
Then buy it.
Because they're useful. I have 250 barley bulbs. I never thought I'd get there.
You're so boring.
Let's find out how many barley bulbs Tyler has. Okay, I'm starting to notice something. His engineer was level 25. So is his gunner. I don't know what's going on here.
He needs to drink his beer.
You need to drink his beer so we can look at how many barley bulbs Tyler has. Oh, right, yeah, my mum just tested positive for COVID.
You summoned it.
Yeah, right.
Is that still as serious as it used to be? Like,
Yeah,
does everyone in the house, is they not allowed to do anything anymore? Or are they just
No, I don't
abandoned
think
that?
so. But I'm still going to text my driving instructor in case he doesn't want me breathing on him, breathing down his neck like I always do.
Yeah. Sucks when they ban that.
When they banned it.
Yeah. There's the new monkeypox, isn't there?
I don't care about monkeypox.
Yeah, well, chances are it's going to spread and it's going to be a whole big thing, isn't it? Because we treated COVID this way and look what happened. So, yeah. It is what it is. Unless it's not lethal, then who cares?
Alright. What's up to?
He's giving him a mohawk.
Give me a rock and stone, yeah!
Yeah.
Nice mohawk, bro.
For teamwork.
Like, how many body
I
was this
have
Tyler?
941.
That's less than I thought.
I don't play as often as you do here.
He's never spent them.
That's not true. I may have spent like 5 in my life.
Come on, guys.
5 body was total. That could be like 2 drinks.
Yeah, I mean that's about as many as I made and done. I think I bought a couple pots of gold in my time, and that's probably about it. And those were in very short, brief moments of weakness. So I take them back. Give me back my barley bombs that I wasted on your gold. Or give me the gold actually. Give me all your gold. Hello.
God, I was texting the words, I'll get back to you with the results. And then I'm going to take a test, and I'll tell him. Well, I'll only tell him if it's positive. But, when I said I'll get back to you with the, and it suggested PGL. I love radiation. Oh, he's using neurotoxin.
I love kicking ass and chewing gum.
I love coming at us and chewing cum.
That's on the record, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but it was a joke.
No, there are no such things as jokes on the record.
Not on the Barrel Vision.
You 100%
Site.
mean everything you say, and everything you say is to cause offence.
Everything you say, you 100% mean.
Yeah. And you are being
I agree.
100% mean.
I'm 100% mean. I'm a
killing
lean,
machine.
I'm a lean, mean, thrilling machine because I thrill the ladies.
That sounds bad. I think you're allowed to do that anymore.
As in, I kidnap them and speed
that's
in my car with them in the car.
I'm not fond of the whole kidnapping in a car. I prefer just the late at night, probably like 10 not 10, like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. While they're lit
10 a.m.
under, like,
when you're still up.
just under the lights of what's what they called, the street lights. They're not hard names. I like sprinting towards them at full speed.
Yeah, that's a really stupid meme. It was like exercise schedule. It was like running at women at night every day, except Wednesday, where they learnt the women's running routes, which didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me because why would they be running? It's not the time when they'd be actually running. I don't know why I was thinking about this so logistically, but it struck me, and I was like, that seems kind of. That's not how I would do it. No, we are innocent men.
No, that's a lie. Oh shit, yeah. I'm
Well,
fond of
we
it.
wouldn't be innocent. We wouldn't be innocent if our actions in Deep Rock were real.
Where the hell are? Why are you down there? I've already mined down there. What are you guys doing down here?
What are you doing up there? Dying from oxygen first.
Because you're wasting our fucking time coming down here.
If this scout summons the Moyole at any point, I'm going to flip my shit.
Oh, that makes.
So in low oxygen, the skunt should not. He just summoned the mule, but it's fine. Yeah, in low oxygen, the skunt should not be summoning the mule. You should be zipping towards it. What are you doing? Not you. I've got no die.
I have an egg, therefore meal.
Ah, an elite Grover.
Yes, and an elite grunt sprinting towards us as fast as it possibly can.
He's got his running shoes on. How would a Glyphid wear shoes?
On his feet.
How many though?
Why is
Would he wear them on the front feet?
why is this grunt?
the claw-
I
the-
guess it's probably ready. That's it. Beating time. It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering
Lots
time.
of it a bonk.
People are gonna. I saw something that said that when like the Thing says that in the
Bye-bye.
MCU, people are gonna think it's a Morbin Time reference. Which I'm not sure if I believe because he doesn't know the Thing from the Fantastic Four. His catchphrase is "It's clobbering time." I mean, they did it pretty wrong in the, the terrible Fantastic Four movie where they made it. It's what his brother used to say before he beat him.
Wait, is that? I assume that's Fant Four Stick.
Yeah, people actually look back quite fondly on the other ones.
That-
I think partially because of Fant Four Stick, but also because
They weren't the worst
they're
thing
more.
in the world.
They're also more of their age. They're what you'd expect. There's no kind of.
You
They
know,
could have been better. They could
they're-
have been good movies.
They're before the like cinema was willing to invest in superheroes. Like
Yeah,
so, it's, they did the best they could.
this was a good cast. People really like the Mr. Fantastic, especially.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of that. Unlike Krasinski.
Yeah, well, I think I'm just glad they did
No,
it.
I'm not judging that him based on the film. It's just I think we both agree that he's not going to be the main MCU Mr.
No.
Fantastic.
No, and I think
That's why
the
they
fact
put
that
him in.
the fact that they
Doctor
fan
Strange.
casted him proved it, which I hope was their intention. Because if their intention was, oh yeah, let's get this let's just cast him because he is going to be the future, Fant Four Stick, and then it's gone down like this. I'm like, people aren't happy with you. This is going to be quite bad. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think they actually had success in that the opinion has sort of shifted away from. There's not actually as much desire for it anymore.
No,
from what I've
considering
seen.
they sated that desire, and that desire was bad.
Well, I think they did it was pretty genius of them to do the whole Illuminati dirty. It sort of made it feel like they weren't singling out Mr. Fantastic. But they still didn't make him good enough for people to want John Krasinski properly, which I think was actually quite clever. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, have you been living under a rock?
If I start,
Or you
suffocating,
just
will I
blessed?
fall? Oh, I'll certainly fall if I get menaced. Well, that menace has killed me. I'm going to resign myself to my fate.
Has he gone? Oh, got
Could
confused.
do with a mule down here. Beep a bada boo.
Well, even this is quite a big area that we probably could be in. And we've got. Did I call the resupply up there? I didn't. Okay, I won't do that. Although. So, can this thing go away? By which I mean the brood nexus. Oh, it's dead. Oh, I killed it.
I knew it was red.
Huh. We still haven't got a swarm yet.
Yeah, it's because we're cold.
Well, I mean, no one's denying that, but I wouldn't say it's the reason we haven't got a swarm yet.
Pod is inbound.
Now, I'm not sure about you, but I think we should do both swarms at the same time.
I'll be thinking exactly the same thing.
For the sake of content.
For the sake of content.
And also, it really doesn't affect us because our weapons are best used with more enemies.
Kind of.
Impact. We've detected a massive
You sure?
course.
Why not? So yeah, me too.
Action time. A swarm will be upon you shortly.
Oh yeah, baby.
Swarm.
It's about to get lit.
Oh, we don't have a gun. No, we do have a gun. You know, something.
idiot!
Work out. I don't really need to resupply, but then again, who cares? Let's call another one. Right?
Well, interior crocodile alligator. Oh, I just had a weak glitch where for a second my sludge pump became tiny.
Oh right, I have satchel grenades. I thought I was checking.
Actual grenades.
You know what? That's
Grenade.
Not a mistake. That's a Freudian slip.
I beg your pardon.
Well, I think that's what the term is for when
Freudian
you
slop.
accidentally say something but you actually kind of mean it.
Yeah. I've never had one of those.
I think that's all I do.
Because afterwards, I always like stick with it, so I'm not gonna. I said it, I
You've
mean
never
it.
made a
Doesn't matter what it is. I've never said something I didn't mean. Literally never.
Well, isn't that the exact... That's what a Freudian... Okay.
Yeah, but I don't deny that I meant it afterwards.
That you meant to say it.
Most people, yeah, but the point of a Freudian slip is something you wouldn't normally say. And people tend to deny it or say it's not what they meant afterwards, even though it is. I would never deny it.
Too big of a man.
I don't know about that. I am pretty big though. I'm huge. I'm a rhinoceros. I'm a huge yak man. Who they are definitely going to bring back in secret wars, but not properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty wild that they're going to go 3 phases without a single Avengers, considering they're the foundations of the series.
No, I understand their reasoning now. Well, kind of. They have a reasoning, and it's because of Infinity War and Endgame, where the sort of the thought process switched to Avengers movies should be used more as saga enders, not phase enders.
There's charging.
And I guess that's probably because people don't really talk about Avengers 1 and 2 much anymore. But that's because, well, there's an obvious reason why. Because Infinity War and Endgame much more important.
Well, I think.
But
the
yeah, when you
first
think
one-
about it, there's no real reason for those team-up movies. What are they except team-up movies? They're just, that's all they're meant to do. They're meant to bring things together instead of telling
yeah, which I think is
individual
exactly
character stories.
exactly what they need right now. Except that they're kind of doing that.
You're right,
But, like
in a way.
segmented in personal movies, like how they've been bringing like Doctor Strange and Wong into like every single fucking movie.
Wong is in everything. Wong is the glue.
Wong is actually in every fucking movie, right? Like,
No.
well, obviously not. But like,
Eternals doesn't count.
yeah, Turtles don't count, and Black Widow
Because
don't
it's
count.
not him.
But Shang-Chi, he was in. He was in No Way Home. Obviously, Multiverse. He's going to be in. I mean, he's going to be in She-Hulk now. But I think. Point is, Wong is the MCU.
The Wong, the WCU.
The Wongverse. That's the Earth that they're in currently. The one that Wong resides in. Because
It's Wong in time.
there's only one Wong in the universe, same as America, which I think is a really annoying name, considering that's the name of America.
I actually forgot. I was thinking about her when you said that, but I thought you were still talking about the country.
Nah, yeah, it's so annoying considering how I assume important she's gonna be.
Drop pod en route.
You would assume.
Yeah.
I should put Wong in Morbius 2.
The Wong.
I think that's what the Wongening.
There's something Wong. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I should
What do you
be. I
mean?
should be a movie.
What do you
exec.
mean? Ha 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 ha! What do you mean? Laugh at that? What?
There's something
That's not funny.
Wong.
What's wrong with you?
There should be a sitcom thing with Wong in.
And Sean Locke.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. But
Wait a
also,
minute.
yeah. But also, oh. The point is that
yeah,
there is one.
Well, I would say
but
rest in peace,
also,
but I don't think you're meant to say rest in peace when it's happened like a while ago.
Why not?
Oh
You hope
shit, I did.
they're resting in not pieces now.
I hope Sean Locke is resting in
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to these resupplies first.
resting. I'm just gonna go straight to the
that's a
drop
bit
pod.
close.
The mule has docked. Initiating launch sequence.
Honestly, Tunnel Rat is just really helpful.
Okay, this is a bad place to be.
Guys, just get in. Don't worry about the loser down there.
Hello, I'm the loser down here.
He's down here.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Can I ready other people?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I can't. I'm trying to raid the scout. It's not working.
Gentlemen, I am here.
I think the gunner's trying to make a sacrifice play for no reason.
Oh, who might stop him?
Is he invincible? Oh.
I think that might be me, hey? I mean, I could go on for longer, but this is gonna be one of our longer streams.
Well, what I'll say about that is, currently it'll be the same mission in rotation. There's about 3 minutes to go. So
Do you just know this off
I
by
would
heart?
say. No, I know this because I know I know roughly when we started the mission, and I also know what time it is now.
Weirdo.
But I would say let's just bum around like half like end stream. But I still want to see what's next.
You can't just.
But we're not
end
going to do the
things,
same
can
mission
you?
again. Could.
Then let's do it.
No,
Thank
no.
you all for watching. The Malvision.
Trust me, guys.
Pain
I
Train.
can drag this out for at least 2 more minutes.
Just, I'm changing screen, and that you won't be able to be heard. So, if you're gonna talk now, just.
You can't silence me.
I'm pretty sure I can. Okay. Yeah, this was the Pain Train. Thank you for watching.
Silencing me.
I am. It was a gay
Can I
old
still be
time.
heard?
Yeah, you. Fine.
I think it was really gay.
Yeah.
Actually.
It was very homosexual. A lot of sexual tension in the air. Don't know if you felt it, viewers. But after we've had violent gay sex, we'll be back tomorrow
What?
with Overclock Workshop.
It's time to do the canon of crying.
Yeah, which I guess this video was a hype for, considering I used it the whole time. Which could
That's
could be
genius.
doing.
You're a genius. You're a genius.
Thank you.
You're
Hank.
like Mark Ruffalo when he accidentally live streamed the first 40 minutes of Thor Ragnarok, and Kevin Feige told him it was a genius move.
I don't think you can comprehend how fucking much I hate Mark Ruffalo, but I think that's for another
I
time.
can. That's for our She-Hulk review.
Yeah.
Kevin
I'm not
Feige is
watching
learning
that
Blender as we speak.
Shitting movie.
You're not going to watch She-Hulk.
I probably will, but I don't want to. Alright. Au revoir.